Hi, today I want to show you how you can create combo boxes or how you can use combo boxes in Lazarus and Free Pascal. To demonstrate the functionality of the combo boxes, I was creating a very small project here using one combo box, an edit text box, and another one for the selected text. So this will show what or which item had been selected from the combo box. And then the other one will show the index of the item in the list inside the combo box, and then another text box for adding items to the list, and then demonstrate the sorting capabilities of the combo box, and then how you can clear the selection from a combo box. So these are the basic functionalities of the combo box, but also you can adjust the behavior of the combo boxes on different ways, and this I will also show you in this tutorial. So let's start with it. What is the combo box? The combo box is a kind of list box where you can see only one item, the selected or the empty selection in the edit area. And depending on your settings for the combo box, you can also use this let's say this line here inside the combo box like an edit item or edit text item. So you can type in text into it, and then if you are setting up the combo box on a way, then you can also select the item you want just by typing the let's say the selection into the combo box edit field. So how it works, let's start from the beginning. So when you run the application with the basic settings without adjusting anything inside the combo box properties, you are having like an edit box or edit text field, but you have this selection button here, and when you click on the selection button, you have the items which you can fill up from a t-string type itself. So basically it's a string list, and at design time you can type what you would like to use in this combo box, but you can also add items to the combo box later on. So it depends on your solution. If you want to dynamically generate this list, then you can do it. If you just want to set up some basic settings, then you can get these in the properties fields. So let's show this. So if you go to the combo box and then you find the items line, you have this t-string mentioned here, and when you click into it, you can get the strings editor up, and you can type in which items you want in the list. And you don't need to save it, you don't need to sort it, you just click OK, and then when you run the application, this will be let's say hard coded into the application, so you can select from the typed in items as a first step. And then when you are selecting an item, for this, if you want to select an item, you can do it, of course, very simply, just clicking into the item. And when you selected it, you have an event defined for it. So, and this is the on select event, which I set up earlier. And here inside the select function or procedure, you can take the ComboBox text property, or you can get the item index property, convert it into string, of course. You can put or you can load inside the edit fields text fields. So with the index you can refer to the position inside the list itself. Okay, so let's mention one thing. You can have the sorted property as well used. So once you have these items set up, you can also use the sorted let's say properties set to true, and then the list will be automatically sorted into the alphabetical order. But of course, based on the normal, very simple sorting methodology. So if you, for example, type in 1, 10, 1000, and then you have 2, 20, and 200, and you want to sort this list, then by the nature of the sorting methodology, you will get the 10, 100, and 1000 at the first three items, and the 2 or 20 and 200 will just follow this, because the system is sorting on this way. So basically, it's also using the length of the listed item, and if you have the first item or first character 1, then it will be earlier than the 2. So basically the 1, the 10, and the 100 will follow each other before the 20 or the 2 and the 20 would come. So if you want to use the sorting like this, then it's okay. If not, then you need to create your own sorting methodology, and then you need to load this t-string element into the ComboBox items property. So let's see how it works again. So if I'm selecting the item 1, then the selected index is 0, because the counting is started from 0. So if I'm selecting another one, then of course the right item number is coming. How you can clear the selection? So basically, the combo box is not selected. Let's say when the selection index is -1. So the item index itself, if set to -1, then the combo box will be cleared for the selection. And for that, I set up this button and its button click function to basically make this selection clearing. And you will see that when you are doing this from the application, however, the item itself is removed from the combo box, which was earlier selected, but this is not triggering the on select procedure or on select event for the combo box itself. So you need to make sure that when you clear the selection, then you are also clearing out um, any other variables which might be linked to this selection event itself. So if you just want to take the selected items at the end of the let's say maybe you use the combo box in the dialog box. So if you want to just take the values at the end of the selections or filling the dialog, and then of course it doesn't matter what you do with this combo box in the meantime. You can take still the selected item as well. So if I'm saying here that once I'm clicking in the combo box or the clear button, and I'm taking the combo box um, sorry, I'm loading maybe the um, edit to text from the ComboBox um, item index again. So basically, I'm using the or loading the ComboBox item index value again to the edit button or edit text field. After the cleaning is done, then of course you can see that it's also loaded this. So if I would load the text, then it would be an empty text here. Um, okay, so let's see the add item solution or how we can add item to the list. So for that, I was setting up this button. So when I'm clicking on the button, then the text what I'm entering into this edit text field will be added to the list. So currently we have the 4 items, and let's say put in edit 1, for example. And then when I'm clicking on the add button, here you can see that the add button click is simply using the ComboBox one dot items dot add, and then I'm using from the edit 3 text, so from this edit text box here, the text is added to the list itself. So when I'm opening it, then it's already added. I can put another one, edit 2. Let's edit 20 just to show later on the sorting function, and let's put here 100 as well. Okay, so now when you are setting up or checking the items, you can see that the items are just added after each other. So I enter the 1, the 2, the 20, and then the 100. So now if I'm going here and I'm adding or selecting these fields, of course the right selection index is selected. And what is important to say here is that when we are sorting the combo list, so now you will see that the items are sorted now alphabetically. So as I said to you that the sorting is done in a way that the edit 1 and the edit 100, for example, they are following each other, even if the 2 should be lower than the 100 and the 20 also should be lower than the 100. So basically it's not sorting as the numbers are coming here, but as the numbers as characters are following each other, and then the sorting is done based on the number of characters they are matching or they are differing from each other. And what is worth to mention that as you see that originally we selected the edit 20 line, and that was in the selection index or the item index 6. But now after sorting, if I'm selecting the 20, you can see that it went up to the 4th item, so the selection index or selected index will be 3. So if you sort the items inside the ComboBox programmatically, then you will change the index of the items as well. So if you set up your ComboBox in the properties in the strings area like this, and you might have this edit sorry, edit 1, edit 2, edit 100, uh, and you sort it, you can't rely on the original list. So if you know that the edit 100 was the 7th element, so the index should be 6. If you sort it inside the application, the index numbers will be different. So you need to make sure that either you have a kind of mapping table for these strings, and then if you always want to use the same selection index, then you need to link that index to the text itself. So basically, these are the basic functions of the combo box. But let's check some additional things. So how you can use the combo box itself. So let's start from the beginning. So you have an autocomplete option. So if you use the simple combo box solution, where you can edit inside the edit field of the or edit area of the combo box, then you can use this autocomplete function, and if you type in something, then the first item which is matching to that character will be brought up. But if I'm going to the edit, then the edit one will be selected. And as you can see, whenever you are typing something, it's immediately selected, and the on selection change event is happening immediately. So if you want uh, to have something like a longer time function related to this change itself, then you might not need to use, or you might not use the on selection change event, but maybe you can use the on editing done. So when you are basically leaving the combo box itself. So let's go back to the application. So here you could see that this selection is immediately changing, and yeah, so basically now you can edit inside the combo box, and then you can have this autocomplete function doing the job for you, even if you are not opening the list box below the combo box. Uh, and if we are already here, then then we should mention here the enable, sorry, not the enable, the read only option. So if you say that the combo box itself is read only, then you will not be able to edit anything inside the box, so you will not be able to type, but you can only select from the list. Okay, so this one is very simple. If you use the read only, you can't enter anything into the field, it just can be selected. And then you definitely need an option to clear the selection, because once you selected something, you will not be able to do you will not be able to clear the selection just from the combo box. Okay, let's leave the on selected. Of course, when you use the autocomplete, you can have several options to set that how you want to make this autocomplete working. Okay, the next one is the auto dropdown. So if you set it to true, whenever you go into the combo box and start to edit, the list box is dropping down and listing some items, starting or showing the first element, which is starting with that letter. Okay, the next one is the combo box style. which is if you just use the simple drop down, then the combo box will be visible as I have shown it at the beginning, but you can select different ones. So the most important ones are the drop down list. So this one, if you select, then you will not be able to edit the items. So it's automatically, let's say, overwriting this option that you can edit, or you can start to type into the box. So I can't type in here. Actually, I just can select from the list, and whenever I'm selecting something, then it's automatically, of course, going into the selected field, and then it's also triggering the on selected item on selection event, or on selection change event. The rest is, of course, the same. Then you have the simple one, and the simple one is basically similar to the original one, but because we clicked out the autocomplete, it is basically not affecting anything. That's all about the combo boxes. What needs to be mentioned, that these objects, or these classes are working on a bit different way on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So for example, if you use some of the functions or properties, these might have a little bit different behavior on these different operation systems. Just because many of these controls are using the standard behavior of the operating systems. And if, for example, if you have a selection like I was showing last time in the previous tutorial, if you have a multi-select list, for example, and you want to use the range selection, uh, even if you are setting the properties here on one way, this might be overruled by the operating system. So you need to be sure that if you want to target multiple operating systems with your application, then you are checking these behaviors of the controls, and you make sure that the application is working as intended on the different operating systems. So you can't just rely on testing the application on one operating system, like I was using here right now, the Linux, to show you the combo box behaviors. But if I would change to Windows, I might have a bit different behavior with some of the properties. So just try it out on the operating system you want to use, and then if you have the chance to bring your code into other operating systems, then just load the application into the IDE, and compile it, and then test if the functions or the controls are working on the same way, or the application is working on the same way as you designed it. So have fun with programming, and see you next time in the next tutorials. And if you didn't do so far, then please don't forget to subscribe to my tutorials on Lazarus and Free Pascal. See you next time. Goodbye.